Right. The plan is to have 5 classes where you would have actually understood the basics. And then I'm going to have, say, 1 or 2 weeks break for you to just test it out. And after that, we will actually see whether there's need to fine-tune maybe another 1 class. And then following that, we will work on how to actually attract traffic, people coming into our website, and also use Facebook, Facebook's extensions, where actually Facebook can actually monitor even our website. So we will try to link such things. So whoever actually visits the Facebook, and the Facebook is actually linked to your website, and we will actually get some feedback of how many people are visiting our web page. So we're going to try to do something. So that will be very useful, because that's going to be marketing. All right, so we're going to see that. So now we're going to finish about 5 lessons, and then we're going to take 1-2 weeks break for you to practice. I'm going to give you some homework, all right? And after that, you probably have a few more lessons to actually work on the marketing stuffs. So if that works for everybody, all right? All right, so there's a message here, chat here. How do we add WhatsApp icon by phone number? Yeah, I could show you today, all right? So that's very good. Okay. All right, so let's move on. Let me just get you to, I've actually, Sister Leela has actually sent me a link on the one link. So I'm going to show you that right now. So let's get back here. Okay, I'm going to show you. Okay, let me share this screen. Okay, good. So this is Sister Leela. She actually sent me this one link. Can you see this one link? I'm sure you have seen this stuff. So we have this one link page here. So that's a container. Can you see a container? Similar to what we have done. So this is exactly what we are planning to do. So we have this is an image. This is an image, you see. So if I try to drag or highlight this, it doesn't work, because this single thing here, one link news, is an image which we can add easily. So, but previously we typed Brahma Kumari's meditation, right? So that was our header, but now the header is an image. That's also possible. Then we have our Nav Bar. The Nav Bar is not 100% because this is a container. This is not a container fluid, right? This is just a container. And this is how it comes out, okay? And then we have our Google Translate, all right, which I will show you the codes. It's quite easy. But the Google Translate will not work on your browser if you're not using our Sublime editor, because it has to be uploaded into your web page. Only then it starts working. Google needs to link with your original web page for it to work. So if you click on it, it has got all this. So if I click on French, so it goes into French. And what else? Spanish. Okay, let's try.
Espanol.
Yeah. ES, is there an ES? No, there's no ES. So it has to be Spanish, isn't it?
Probably SP. Yeah,
SP. Espanol.
SPA.
SPA.
Like Spanish.
Okay. So this can be added and it automatically translates. Okay. So it's a special code. I will show you soon. Okay. But it's not a rush right now. And then let's say we, so this is nicely done. This is nicely done. I think this is a content management system. So if you move on here, it's just that there's a lot of empty space here. So if you move on down, okay, so that's how it's going to look like. Okay. So all this, so and this is Sister Vaishali, all right? So where's she? And you click on this, let's click and play. But it's downloading. It's downloading, it is not playing here itself. So that has to be adjusted. We need to adjust that stuff. But there's a lot of empty space here. Now let's take a look at one more stuff. Let's see whether it's responsive. Okay, let's see whether it's responsive. Let's click inspect. So I'm going to inspect that. Oops, sorry.
Headquarters is in London, and it's my fortune that first time.
Sorry, okay. So I'm going to inspect this thing. Inspect. So when I inspect, look, this is how it's going to look on your iPhone 12. All right, and the Google Translate this. It is not responsive here, this part, doesn't matter. And then when we scroll down, the fonts are not responsive. That's because I'm not sure, due to, okay. So this is due to the font being used a wrong code, but that's okay, it can be adjusted. So this is not responsive, so people cannot read in the iPhone. So maybe this should be above, this wording here, Sacramento Center should be above. So we're going to make it responsive. But overall, it's really good. Okay, everything comes one after the other, very in order. So that's very nice, very good. Okay, so this is the one link, right? So this is the one link. So thank you to Sister Leela for sharing this. Okay, I can also share this stuff. Let me just share with you. I can, let me just share the link in case you want to. Okay. I'm going to put it in the chat and share it with you because I would actually like you to download Sister Vaishali's video, and we will actually upload that Sister Vaishali's video as for testing purpose in our work today. So this is Sister Vaishali's video. You just click on it, it should download, and then save it in the video folders, all right? Save it in the video folders of your website folder, all right? So if you have any other videos, you please save it there, okay? So we're going to use that today. Okay, so this is the one link. Looks pretty good. Okay, just that there's a lot of space here and that's wasted, okay.
You might want to say where that link is. It's under the Americas page, under the news header. You're still in Spanish, by the way.
Okay. Okay, hang on, sorry. Okay, so where is it actually? Home?
No, you're in the right place. Just go down to Americas, North America.
So I just go down?
Yeah, yeah. But if people log in, they aren't going to be there when they log in. So I'm just wanting them to show how to navigate to there.
Okay, so that's how it goes. Okay, okay, all right. So, but I'm not in the home page. The home page is different. So this is underneath.
Okay, but when people go to the website, they might be on the home page, not that page.
If you're on the home page,
you have to go to news.
Home page is different. All right, yeah. So when you click on the news, yeah, and just, I can't see that. So I'm not sure. Anyway, you can use the link which I just gave. Okay, there's a lot of message here. Okay. A lot of message. Okay, good. So
can I just say a word about this, Brother Nanda?
Actually, it's okay for a BK because it's all BK news. So once they learn how to navigate, it's okay. But remember, if you're doing a website for public and they're coming into our web page for the first time, now you want to make it simple, easy. You don't want to have too many navigational stuffs, because then people will lose interest trying to find their way through your web page. We don't want to do that. All right, so it has to be in order. So what is it that you want people to see, especially the public who have never heard of us before or new to the web page? What do you want them to see? So that has to be in front. And what are you trying to highlight? That has to be right in front. So if you have too many stuffs, it looks very, very amazing to us because we have a lot of stuffs there. But then if they cannot find their way through easily, that might put them off. So you need to be very cautious when you're doing it for the public, all right? Make it very simple, easy to navigate initially for them, all right? But I think this is pretty good because it's all about BK News, okay? All right, okay. Let's move on, all right? Thank you. So thank you, Sister Leela and Sister Kiran. Good, let me share other stuff. Okay, let me just close this. Good, so let's move on now. I'm going to go back to my Sublime, okay? And today we are going to create another folder. Could you just do another folder? That means now you are now looking at my desktop, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you time. I'm going to right click on this and I'm going to copy it. And then I'm going to paste it. And then I'm going to rename it as maybe number 2. Let's make it number 2, all right? Okay, so I'm going to show you. So you just have to copy this and paste it here and just rename it as website number 2, like whatever you're calling it, but it's number 2. So the first one is more on testing because right now we want to really create some real ones which will be functioning. Okay, so I'm going to click open this and I'm going to delete all my folders except the images and the videos. I'm just going to delete them because I want to recreate and link everything today. So I'm going to delete one by one and just keep your 2 images, videos. That's it. So that's it. All right. Could you do that? Could I just give you a minute? If you're not sure, I can repeat. Okay. Could you just do that?
Can you repeat it again, brother?
All right. So I'm going to do that again. I'm going to delete this stuff. Okay. So I'm at my website folder, right? I'm going to right click and I'm going to copy it. You can use your code, Control C or whatever. And then please paste it. You can rename it as website, whatever you are calling it, as folder number 2 or new folder or whatever. Website, I'm calling it website USA 2. Thank you for that warning of somebody has written in the chat. Thank you, Sis Harinda, thank you. All right, thank you so much. Okay, good. Now website USA, I'm going to double click on that. And then I'm going to delete all the previous lessons. Because today we want to link it in the proper manner, all right? So I'm going to just delete. I'm going to delete all this and just keep the images and the videos. That's it. You okay? All right. Good. Totally. You're all right with that? Anybody's confused? Okay, good. So that's done, right? So that's done. Let's check again whether it's okay. Good. Yeah, it's empty. I've got images and videos only. Okay, good. I'll wait. I'll give you another 30 seconds. Is that okay? Good. Okay. So now once you're done, I want you to do the usual stuff, which is open your Sublime. Could you do it on your own? Do you think you can do it on your own? Open your Sublime and paste the template from Bootstrap. Could you do that? Paste the template from Bootstrap. I will do it, but those who know you have been testing it out or you want to just recall, do it on your own first. And please save it as HTML, save it as index.html.
Brother Ned, you want the regular starter template?
Yes, please. Regular starter template. Yeah, and
Okay.
please put your header, Brahma Kumari's meditation. Let's go through it again within 5 minutes. And then if you want to just paste your nav bar, all right, you can also do that. But I will show you. Let's do it together. But just paste your starter template and save it as index.html under your new folder, please, not the old folder. Please place it in the new folder. All right, so I'm going to do it now. So let me take you to Bootstrap. I'm in my Bootstrap.
You want it as index HTML?
Index.html. Yeah, that's right. Starter. Yeah. Okay, so I've got my starter template. Okay.
Brother Nada, I just got a quick question.
Yes, please.
When I opened my subline text, right? I had the recording, the registration, or let's say the saving of last class, which I saved as a lesson 3A, right?
Yeah.
And then like during the week, I created another Sublime text within that same document, right, with another name. But I think that because we deleted those indexes on the other folder, the lesson 3, the one that we did last week, is appearing with a red dot. What does that mean?
Appearing with a red dot. Oh. So did you save it using the same name, or I mean, what did you do? You had 2 lessons, lesson 3A and 3B. Is that what you're saying?
No, what I'm saying is like when you told us to delete all the indexes from not, like make a copy
Oh,
of the
okay.
folder, but then erase the other ones. Here it appears, when I open my Sublime text again, I get my.
Okay, doesn't matter. It's just telling you that it is not there anymore. So did you delete the previous folders pages or the new one?
No, I deleted all the indexes in the new folder.
Yeah.
But not in the old one.
I think that's fine. As long as your old folder is still available, that's okay. So you just click on the X, it should go away. Should be okay. In the subline.
Oh, if I save it?
Yeah, you can paste that new template on it and save it as index. That's fine. If you want to.
Actually.
But it
showed me a red X. That's why.
Yeah.
But I guess it's because it's saved under a different folder or not.
It could be. It's showing that the file is no more there. It's been deleted, or it's a different folder. It could be one of those reasons. Okay, I'm going to paste my template. Yeah, I just did that. Okay, for those who have not done it. Okay, good.
Anyhow, let's go back.
Is it going away? Hopefully. Okay. Let's save this stuff. I'm going to save it as. Make sure you choose the correct folder, website 2. And I'm going to save it as index.html. All right, okay, let's save that stuff. Good. And okay, so now we are ready, right? Okay, let's change the title today's title. So what is this today's title? Let's, okay, so let's put as BK, lesson 4. Let's call it as lesson 4. The title is lesson 4. Lesson 4, okay. And okay, I'm going to remove the H1 also because I need to add a container. All right, so could you do that for me? Let's go to Bootstrap. Now, first of all, change the title to lesson 4. Okay. And then let's go back to Bootstrap. Okay, let's go to Bootstrap and get your container fluid. Let's do the exact same stuff we did. Container fluid. Okay. Because you can also use a container. It's not a big thing. Okay. So we have a container fluid. Let's copy that. Let's paste it again. So I'm going to paste my container fluid at the body. Right? Okay, I'm going to wait. And please type in Brahma Kumaris. Just put in Brahma Kumaris first. Okay, save it. Just check whether it works or not. Does it work? Just check, click on it. Yeah, I've got Brahma Kumaris, but it's so small. The font is so small. Now, how do you adjust that? You can have an H1, a H2, H3. I'm going to just go for H4 or H5. All right, I'm going to type H5. I'm going to use H5, smaller font size. That's up to you. Okay, Brahma Kumari's meditation. We are exactly repeating what we did in the previous class. It's just like a practice, the first 10 minutes. Okay. All right, so you've got that. You can arrange it, give some space. That's fine. I'm going to wait for you. So everybody's okay? Good. Now, once you have done this, right under the H5, Brahma Kumari's meditation, could you please paste the Nav Bar? Okay. Could you paste the Nav Bar? Careful, it has to be inside the div. Now, every class I repeat this just to make sure you're okay, you're getting it. All right. So now let's paste the Nav Bar. Which Nav Bar are you choosing? Let's go back to Bootstrap. Okay, did I save this thing? Please save it. Okay, so I've got this. Remember, you can change the H4, H3, H5, whatever you want. All right, I'm just using the simple one. Okay, I'm going to go to Bootstrap and I'm going to get my Nav Bar. Okay, Nav Bar. I would like, yeah. Okay, you know which one is that. Yeah, the drop-down link. Let's choose that for now. Let's copy that. Copy your Nav Bar. And please paste it. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. I'm pasting it at number 20, line 20. I'm going to wait for you. Has anybody done it? You're okay? All right, so you've got a container fluid. You've got the H5 or H4 or H3 Brahma Kumari's meditation. And I'm going to paste my Nav Bar right under here at line 20. I'm going to paste it now. Okay, done. I'm going to save it. Right, I'm going to save it. I've got my Nav Bar. All right, I'm not going to adjust anything as of now. Okay. And let's do something here. Okay. Okay. Any confusion up to now? Okay. Good. Okay. So this is my home page, right? Home page. This is my first page. So today I'm going to quickly create 4 different pages and show you how when we click, it's going to take you into another page. Okay? All right, good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now go back to my Sublime. Everybody's okay? Okay, please save it every time. Now, I also now want to add in another container. Let's add another container. You know how to add a container, right? Let's go to your Nav Bar, Bootstrap. Add another container right after the Nav Bar, not inside the Nav Bar, after. All right. So let's go back. I'm going to
Container fluid.
Container fluid. Yeah, you could choose that. Yeah, let's standardize at this point, container fluid. Right. Okay. In lesson 5, we will learn more manipulation, but right now let's maintain it as container fluid. All right. So I'm going to just take container fluid again. I'm going to copy it. And I'm just going to paste it at number 53, line 53, right below, after the nav bar, not inside the div of the nav bar, outside. Okay, it's a new container. Okay, it's a new container. Okay, sorry, I just changed my mind. Forget it, all right? I'm not going to use this container fluid. Let's delete this. Okay. The reason is, so I'm not adding a new container fluid. The reason is I would like to add a grid, the boxes. Now, the grid automatically has a container in it. So I'm going to go back to my Bootstrap. I'm going to type GRID, all right, grid. And I'm going to type enter. I'm going to wait for you. Type grid, enter. The grid system. Okay, so I'm going to wait for about 30 seconds. And I'm right here on the grid system. If you just scroll down, you will see the 3 columns. Now in that 3 columns, the first line, there's already a container, can you see? So that is why I did not add the new container fluid. I'm going to use the existing container, all right? Okay. So I would like you to copy and paste this stuff. Let's copy and paste this stuff. Okay, let's copy. Am I too fast? Okay, if you're okay, anybody's lost? All right, let's paste the grid system, this one. All right, the grid system. Go back to your Bootstrap, the grid system. And we want to have these boxes. If you want 3 boxes, then you have to have these three divs. If you need 4, you can have at 5, 6. It's up to you. Okay, let's copy it. And I'm going to paste it at line 53. That's it. Save it, please. And you can check, but you may not see anything. You might just see the text only. Let's arrange it a bit if you want to. We're just going to go slow. Okay. Now you may not be able to see the borders. So if you want to see the borders, right beside the container, after the container, the word container, add border, that's it. Then you can see the borders just to visualize it. Okay, so I've just added container, and after that, I've just added border. Could you do that and see what happens? Yeah, can you see? So now it's clear where the borders are. Okay, so it should look like this. Let me make it darker so that you can see it. So I'm going to make it darker by adding border, dark. Dark, all right? So it's darker tone, and save it. Okay, so my border here looks darker because I've added border dark, right? Dark, right? In darker color, black. All right, so you should have something like this. I hope you can see something like this. Right? You can see something like this. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's move on a bit. And so right now I'm at my web page and it looks like this. Now, anyone remembers, look at the nav bar here. The nav bar and the boxes are actually very close. How do you add a space? How do you add a space in between them? The space between these two containers or two boxes, you can add by adding margin. Padding is for inside the box. So there's two stuffs. One is margin. Margin is between boxes. Padding is between the text and the border. Space between the text and the border. That's called padding. But if you want margin, margin is between the two boxes. So let me add margin, right? Okay, let me just type margin top, MT. You can type MT1, MT-1, MT-2, MT-.
Can you share your Sublime by?
Sorry again?
We're still on the web page. Can you share the Sublime, what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm not doing anything yet. Okay, good. So now what I'm going to do on the container, I'm just going to type margin top. What would you like? How much gap would you like to give? 3, 4, 5? Let's choose 3, maybe 4, up to you. Test it out. Margin top 3. Save it. All right, so I'm now on the web page and I'm going to click refresh. Please save it. Make sure you save it each time. I just moved. Can you see that? So that's how you add some space. You make it nice, organized. Okay, all right. So would you like to add?
Sublime, please?
Yeah, sorry again. Sublime is MT2, MT3. Okay. So I just added MT. MT stands for margin top 3. Could you add some padding? Would you like to add padding? So I'm going to just add some padding. Padding top or just P. P means on all 4 sides. So let me add P minus P-5. So that's Sublime P-5. Try it out. Is there any changes? Okay, let's save that. Save it, please. Okay, let's check your, that you have added padding. So I hope you understand what's a padding. What's padding and what's margin, all right? So, okay, good. You all right? All right, good, fantastic. Okay, good. Next, if you see this stuff here, looks like this text on the box, in the boxes, to the left. That's because by default, it is adjusted to the left. So if you want it to the middle, then you just have to write text center. Text center. So let me try, okay? I'm going to go to this first box here. One of the 3 columns here, the first box. And if you test, I'm at now in my Sublime, line number 56. I'm going to just, beside this column SM, SM stands for small. Don't worry about that for now. I'm just going to try text dash center and save it. Try and see whether it works for you. Okay, so that's how you manipulate. And let's refresh. It went to center. The rest are still at the left. Okay, so that's how you make it to the left or to the center. Okay, so anyway, I'm just showing it to you. Right, good. And, okay. Good, now once you've done that, could you recreate another row of boxes? Just copy the entire stuff. On my Sublime, it is from 53 to 69. I'm going to copy that and paste it below at maybe 72 or somewhere. So I would like to have one more. because I want to show you something. Okay. Could you do that? Again, I repeat. Right now, I'm having this grid system here with one particular row, okay, with one particular row. And I would like to add one more column, one more row, sorry, one more row. But this time I want to add four columns. So I want to have another row below this. I want to have another row below this with 4 columns. Right? What do you do? So let's go slow. Those who know, it's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the entire stuff from 53 to 69, copy it. I just copied it. And I'm going to paste it somewhere at maybe 72. Now I'm just going to show you one more stuff here. Just take a look at my subline. Now let's say you want to segregate or separate these two stuffs because you want it to be visible clearly. What you can do is press down Control, and press the / button. Can you see that? You will have this symbol here, and then you just add dash to it. That's like a divider, so you know what is where. I'm going to redo it and show it to you, okay?
Could
Now,
you repeat it again, please? This on Mac, how I will
all
do
right.
this.
On Mac, it should be Command and the / try, but I'm not sure whether Mac responds to this, but if it doesn't, it's okay. It's just a divider. It's not going to show on your web page. I'm going to press Control key down or Command in Mac, and at the same time, simultaneously press the / button, the key. You should get this, the dotted lines with these 2 arrows. This simply means it's just a divide.
Forward. Okay, hold on a second. Where's the forward?
/
forward.
I think it's with the question mark.
Yeah.
I'm not sure your keyboard. Yeah, it should be there. I think it's below that.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, so Control key and the / together, right? Okay. So you get a divider button.
Okay, but you want to put that like right at the bottom of the divider? Oh, okay.
I'm just dividing. This is my first row. And when I paste, I'm going to paste my second row. So I just want to make sure that, when we have too many things, it is separated. I can also type in between this line as end of row 1. So therefore, whoever is now, somebody can build this, but we can have another people actually editing them so that they will know this is the information. So you can type whatever message here to explain to another user who's going to edit this stuff. Let's say 3 or 4 people actually is editing this thing, assuming if you're not the single person doing it, then you can have messages like this saying that, okay, end of row 1, I've added this and this and this. If you wish to edit, you can do this. All those stuffs can come under here. So this is how you. All right. Okay. So this is how. Sorry, somebody's saying something.
Yeah, Nandabhai, what was the control to create this? What was the control key?
The shortcut key, all right, is Control and press Control key and the /
Forward?
/
Control.
That's below the question mark. It's with the question mark stuff. Okay. So, and then you can add whatever, all right? So this is very useful if you have multiple people, all right, handling your codes. We don't want people to mess it up, all right? So this is how you do it, okay? You can even have notes here. All right, okay. Now one more thing which you can do is, let's say you don't want this row, but you don't wish to delete that, all right? You just want to keep it, but you don't wish to delete, but you just want to hide it. You just want to hide it from people for time being, for some purpose. Let's say you have uploaded something earlier than it should, and you don't wish to delete, but the date, people are not supposed to see it earlier, but you have already uploaded and you just want to hide it. What do? So let's say I'm going to highlight this thing. Again. So what is this? This is the box, right? I want to hide this box. So I'm going to go back to my subline, highlight from 53 to 69, and just press the same key, Control /. Can you see? It all darkened, which means it is still there, but it's hidden now. I don't want to show it because it is not, maybe it's not time yet. So just save it and check whether it disappears. I'm going to give you time, all right? Yeah, it
And then,
disappears.
brother, excuse me, how do you undo it when it is time?
Okay,
How do
so
you-
when it's time, all you have to do is just highlight that thing again and do the same button and Control /. That's it.
Thank you. Thank you.
So this is useful where you have uploaded everything, but you want to show people one at a time. So that's quite useful, okay? So if you need that, okay. Or if you're a learner and you have typed it and you don't want to delete, you just hide it first. Okay, so now let's move on and let's paste my next row. Could we do that? All right, I'm going to paste my next row. Okay, I'm going to copy 53 to 69. Please copy that and paste it somewhere below. And if you can, add one more column, please. I'm going to leave that to you. See whether you get it right. So I'm going to paste it now with 3 columns. Okay, I've got the new one.
Brother Nanda.
Yes.
You mean with 4 columns, right?
I need 4 columns. Yeah. Could you make 4 columns? Yeah. Sorry,
Okay,
sister.
that's going to be for the second row, you mean? In the
That's the
you
second
want
row.
4
Yeah,
columns?
yeah. In the second row, could you have 4 columns?
Okay, so how do I do this?
Yes.
All right, you got it. All right. So the whole idea is just to be slow and steady and be organized. That's it. All right. Because give space, organize yourself, don't rush. Okay. And then you'll get it. Okay. So you just copy one of those. Remember, you just need to copy. I'm copying 85 to 87. Don't copy everything. And make sure you paste it inside the row, please. Don't paste outside. Okay. Paste it right below. Now, how would you know? How would you know? If you click the row, remember the row class here? If you click it, where's the partner? The partner is here. It has to be inside. Okay, so I'm going to paste this row thing here. Copy it. Just paste it at 89. You might not get it if you paste it like, after one of these divs here at 93 or 94, you may not get it. So it has to be inside. Okay. I'm going to paste it. So I've got now 4 rows. Let's save that thing and see whether it happens. Yeah, it works. You okay? All right, good. Okay. So hopefully you're okay. All right. So this is how you keep adding. You want to try one more? Why don't we try 6? Try 6. Because some of you might have, yes, there's something. Is there something? Okay, good. Now, why don't you try 6 for me? 6 columns. Depending, if you're selling books, you might want to just have small images with 6 in one row.
Sorry, brother, I lost my first row.
Okay.
On the website, it doesn't seem.
Did you control? I mean, did you hide it just now?
Yes.
Did you undo it back?
Okay.
Maybe that's why it's hidden. Okay, try and see. Undo it back. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Now let's type something here. Let's put a comment if you want to. I'm going to type a comment. Just get used to this commenting stuff because it's really useful for designers and developers. At 73, I'm going to put my comment saying, okay, start of row 2. All right, start of row 2. Okay, so it's just a habit of being very organized and being, what do you call, mindful that whoever is using it, another user might find it easier. So could you just end it here at, I'm going to end it at 90 something by adding end of row 2. Just get the use of, just get used to it. All right. End of row number 2. Okay. All right. You're getting it. Save it, please. Good. Okay. Once you have done, could you add row number 3, please? Row number 3. And make it 6, please. Make it 6.
Okay, hold on a second.
I'm going to wait. Okay. If you had a problem, you've probably pasted it at the wrong place, or you missed a div. You missed that div stuff somewhere. Just undo it. I'm going to wait. For those of you who are okay, paste row number 3 with 6 columns. Could you do that? I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait.
Control/.
You getting it? All right, Harinder, thank you. You've done it. Okay, I'm going to just add. Okay. I know some of you are pretty fast, but you have to be patient because it's very new for some people. Okay, it's just a matter of knowing what to paste, what to manipulate. That's it. Okay. All right, I've pasted 1, 2, 3, 4. I wish to add 2 more. I'm going to give space. Careful. Make sure at the top you have the 2 divs, which is the container and the row. And so the partners has to be below the container and the row. Do not paste in between them. All right, so I'm going to copy. I'm going to copy 2 of these columns and just paste it in 119, line 119. That's it. Save it. Let's see what happens. I've done it, and I'm going to show it to you. Good. Looks good. Okay. So now you can actually organize it. Assuming this is your web page, and each column will have one information which is clickable and which might take you somewhere. It could have a video, it could have a text, it could also have an image, it could have your books, bookstore with pricing, so many stuff. So that's what we want to do today. All right. So everybody's getting this stuff. Is this how it looks like on your page?
Yes.
Yeah. And when you're doing this, please reset your desktop screen size to 100%. So how do you do that? Just press Control-0. It will set to 100%. Make sure it's always 100%. So you know how people look. I mean, sorry, make it 100%. Okay. All right, you're getting it? Good. Okay. Now, I would like to, let's add an image here. Okay, I'm going back to my first row. Where is it? First row. Okay, and I'm going to add another command line, or at line 52, I'm going to add a command which says start of row 1. Okay, start of row 1. Now you can do that. I think you know. Okay. All right, I'm just playing with this to buy some time, give you some time. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to add a picture inside this, a picture. All right, a picture and image into the first column. Okay, now before that, let's take a look what happens. Let's inspect this stuff. Let's inspect, okay? Okay, so All right, so that's how it's going to look on your mobile. All right, so that's how it's going to look like. Of course, here it is. The text is one is in the center, one. So, but that's how it's going to look like. Now, however, there's some adjustment you need to do here, which I'm going to show it to you now. Let's take a look. Now, you have 3 columns here. All right. Let's add an image here. Let's add an image here. Can we do that? Okay. Let's add an image here, here, and here. So I'm going to do that. Okay. So I'm going to go back to Bootstrap. This is my row 1. And I'm going to add an image here at 58, at 62, and at 66. I'm going to add 3 images. So I'm going to go back to my Bootstrap. And I'm going to type image. But just type image. Let's get that image, images. Now, so once you're in image, let me explain to you. Once you're in the image, now you will see this word responsive image. It's essential, it's important that you choose responsive image. Why? Because if you are watching it, if somebody is looking at your website or visiting your website on a mobile, if you don't have this responsive feature, then the image is going to remain large and it's going to show a desktop image on your mobile. So it's not responsive. It doesn't fit into your mobile. So that the image will not be visible properly in your mobile. So you need to have a responsive. That's what responsive means. Responsive means it changes according to the gadget that you're using. All right, so I'm going to take responsive images, all right, responsive images, and I'm going to copy this thing, copy, let's copy this, okay. And I'm going to paste it inside this column. Okay. Now, let me show you first, because let me give you the full instruction. So you see, I'm going to paste it like this. Can you see that? What I just did, 58, I've just pasted the image code. But it's always good to place the image inside a container. So right now, the image stands by itself. If you have a container, it's much easier to manipulate later on. Okay, so instead of just pasting the image code, I am going to paste a container first. All right, so let's do that together right now. So what's my instructions to you? In this first column, could you paste container code? Could you do that? I'll wait for you. All right, just paste the container code. All right, I'll give you time, 1 minute, but I'm going to type it myself. I've got mine, just container, not fluid. For time being, not fluid. You can have fluid also. It's not a big thing. Okay, I've got my container pasted here. Okay, where's that? Let me just push this towards the, so that's what I just pasted. My 57 to 62 is the first row, first column. And inside that, I've got a container. Okay, so that's how it's going to look like. Okay, everybody's okay. I'm going to wait. Now, once you have done that, go back to your responsive image. Copy the responsive image. Once you have done this container stuff, copy the responsive image and just paste it into the container. Again, I repeat.
So,
once you've
sorry,
done the container, once you have pasted the container, inside that container, paste the responsive image code. Okay, I'm going to go to my Bootstrap. Everybody's okay?
Sorry, can you repeat that again? I'm sorry, I got lost.
Yeah. All right. So let me delete this stuff.
I thought you wanted us to copy paste the responsive image
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
on,
I'm
on one of the
I'm
three
going to
columns.
start
So
again. So this is my original. All right. So I've removed from this column, I've removed this text. And I want to paste a responsive image here. But before that, I would like to have a div with a container. All right. So paste a container first. And inside that container, paste the responsive image. Okay, let's have a container and then paste the responsive image inside the container.
okay, so I'll take that image out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remove that image first, put the container, then
Div, and then you say
responsive image, paste responsive image
U1 class
into the container. Right. Okay.
div class.
Okay. I'm going to wait, but for those of you who know how to actually now type in your image name, the name of the image, you could do that at the 3 dots. Could you do that? How do you do that? Right. Make sure in the right folder, choose today's folder. All right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So let's save it. But I think you're already in today's folder. You can see at the top of your subline, it says website USA 2. All right. Let's put in the images. What's the folder's name? Images. Images, correct. So you can type images slash what's the name? What flower? Was it flower? Okay, let's see what is it. Images, whatever. Choose something small, not so big, and let's choose something similar in size. Okay, I'm going to choose BG1 and flower 1 maybe. Something else, all right? Okay, just choose, but similar size, all right? Go for similar sizes. I'm going to choose BG1, BG2, and flower 2. Yeah, if you have flower 2 or flower 1, the flower 1 is of different size. So maybe you can choose BG1 and BG2 and another one of similar size, okay? So I'm going to choose BG1 .jpg, don't forget. Right? Okay, now, so once you've done that, just check whether it works first. Does it work? Yeah, I've got this picture.
Okay.
I'm going to wait. For those of you who are expert, could you repeat this, what we just did, into the other columns?
Can you give us just 1 minute just to see the screen and just be able to copy?
Yeah, just
I'm sorry.
No problem. I'm going to wait.
please stay on your Sublime for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Yes, please, because we're getting lost.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm going to repeat for those who are not getting this. Okay, what did I just do? Inside the row column, I've pasted a container. All right, I've just pasted a container. And inside that container, paste the responsive image code. Copy it from Bootstrap.
SRC means source.
Yeah, INGSRC source, yeah. Please type the name of the image. Type in the name of the image and save it. And please check your screen, your browser. Anybody has successfully done it? Yeah, okay, Arinda is working. Priyanka says yes, good. All right, you can paste into all three if you want to, but that's not what we're going to, but you can test it out. Okay, if it works for you. Okay, thank you. Ritu says yes. Catherine says yes. Okay, thank you. All right, great. So now I'm going to look at my desktop. Yeah, looks like it's good. Okay.
Mine
Yeah,
actually appear, but it's covering, you know, one. I did it in one, and it's covering the whole row.
okay.
Why is that?
How many rows do you have? 3 rows? Three columns. Do you have 3 columns?
I did 3 columns.
3
And
columns.
the picture is appearing like only one picture, but appears, you know, like if it was one picture and it substituted, it replaces the 3.
Okay, let me see what you mean.
Instead, like yours is appearing in the left-hand side, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but mine is appearing only one, and is appearing in the whole container.
I think you just missed, you pasted it at the wrong place. So maybe what you did is probably, let me see what you did. Is that like that? Is that how it comes? I'm just showing you my screen. Is that how it comes?
Yeah, yes, that's what I did.
Yeah, that's because, look at what I did. My columns are here. You see, I've got these 3 columns, and you probably pasted it after the row. So it has to be in this. You need to paste it inside 62 here, column SM. You have to paste it here, not outside. So if you have pasted it outside, it's going to look large because it's at a different place. So you probably need to undo it. Just copy it or undo it, and then, all right, and you have to paste it in the first column. The column has to be correct, because if not, the browser will not understand. Wherever you paste, that's where the browser is going to show it. So you need to be quite careful and where you are pasting it. Okay, all right, so okay, never mind. Now we can redo that again. We will do that again, all right? But okay, because I'm going to have multiple pages in a short while, and I'm going to show it to you. Okay. Okay, right? Okay. Now, let's try one more stuff. So, Brother Johan, is maybe you can just delete that stuff, delete that stuff which you just did, and go back to your original where you have 3 columns.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to delete the whole thing, because
Okay.
I don't know what is it that I did that
Probably missed, yeah, probably missed one diff. Okay, never mind. Or what you can do is just hide it. Johan, hide it. Hide the first row, and then we can work on the second row onwards. That's also possible. Do you know how to hide it? Highlight and just press Control / hide it for time being. Okay. All right, good. Now, next, let's go to row number 1. Same row number 1. I'm in column number 2 now. Column number 2, I'm at 64. And I wish to type in some text here. I want to place some text here, because I've got a video or I've got an image and I want to place some text, assume. Now let's place some text, okay? So that's easy. So, but before that, a text can be shown by paragraph. So type P and just double tap twice. So that shows it's a paragraph. So I'm adding text now. Could you do that first? Could you add a P? Okay, I'm going to show you again. I'm now at row number 1, column number 2. And inside that, I'm just going to type P, tab twice. All right, that's it. So that's how you can add a text. Of course, you can add a text using H1, H2, H3, but those are headers. This is paragraphs, okay. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add some text inside. So if you want to have some text, you could actually go to your browser and just type lorem ipsum. Lorem ipsum is just some stuffs, some words, some text. So I'm just going to click on that, lorem ipsum. That's it. These are just text which you can just copy. So I'm just going to copy this. I'm just going to copy this thing. Copy any text you like, any text from anywhere. All right, and say just copy a little bit of text, maybe 2-3 lines. All right, you can copy any text from anywhere, doesn't matter. And could you just paste them inside between the 2 paragraphs? Tags, P tags, these are P tags. Paste them inside this, please. Could you just paste them there? I'm going to paste it. I'm going to give you time. So what did I just do? I added the P tags and I copied some text from somewhere and I'm going to paste it here. I just pasted them there and I'm going to save it. You okay? All right, we're going to wait.
Yes, please. I lost my way here.
Again, I'm going to do it. So I'm now at column number 2 of the first row at number 64 and 66. And I want to paste some text here. So all I have to do is press P and just press tab twice. So it has formed a paragraph tag, right? That's a paragraph tag. And if you don't want to paste some words, just type something, Brahma Kumaris. Sister Vaishali of San Francisco. San Francisco, I'm just typing something. Is the first BK to set foot on Arctic, yeah, the Arctic, okay, fine. All right, so I'm just typing something. You can just copy anything. Okay, all right, and let's put, she has made us all very proud and showed, I don't know, great, okay, dot. I'm going to show you something else. Let's save it first. Okay, so let's see what happens. Okay, good. So this is something here. Okay, all right, so I've got some text here. So could you just do that for me? I'm going to wait. I'm just going to give you 1 more minute. Now, I've also, I've just shared with you a PDF document. It's a very general document in the chat. If you could just, if you want to use that, that's fine. What I want you to do is I want you to have one PDF document in your new folder. I'm going to show it to you, okay? So I'm going to divert from here. I'm going to go to my desktop for a while. Okay, I'm going to divert from here. Good. I'm now on my desktop. I would like you to paste in your folder, just paste anywhere here, below here, the PDF, a PDF document. If you have a PDF document, just copy and paste it here. If you don't have one or you can't find one, there's one in your chat box, just download and paste it there. Okay, we just do that. Okay, I'm going to wait for you and I'm going to show it to you. Okay, everybody's okay? All right, so let's move on. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my chat. I'm going to download this thing. All right, I'm going to download this thing. Okay. Good, okay.
Bye. What did you download?
Oh, no, I've just sent something in the Zoom chat. If you click on it, you can download that PDF. You can just save it in this folder if you want to. Okay. Or if you have any PDF documents, just copy that and paste it here. I'm going to paste one of my documents here. Can you see? I just pasted a PDF document here.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, I have my PDF document.
Yeah, use your own. Use your own. You don't have to use mine. I just want to show you something. So, all right. So I've got this. Mine is called strategy chart. Okay. Okay, let's go back to my Sublime and okay, now. So I've got this picture, assuming it's Sister Vaishali's. And I've got some text here explaining about her. So this is an image of Sister Vaishali, and I might have a video about her later. And I've got some text here, okay? But the thing is, I can't write the whole article here. And so I'm going to make this article downloadable for anyone who wants to actually read it, okay? So you're okay, right? So I've got this text here, right? Okay. So now I want to make it something clickable so that when they click, they can actually see the article in full. Yeah. Yes, somebody's saying something.
Hi. So I was looking at the text, one of 3 columns versus Brahma Kumari, Sister Vaishali, etc.
Yeah.
And they don't look like different. So I want to understand what the purpose is of using the lorem ipsum strategy that you showed us.
No, the lorem ipsum is just a bunch of text. Just for, for if you have not decided what text to paste, but you want to design and develop your website. So we just paste the lorem ipsum. The lorem ipsum is just a bunch of text for, so that it's easy for developers and designers to put in some text. That's it. That's all.
Thank you. So I could have went to any corner of the website or
you could copy anything in the website. Yeah.
Thank you.
That's right. Okay, good. So now I'm going to add read more here. Can you see showed grade? I'm not sure what is that, but I'm going to say read more. All right, read more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my Sublime. Can you see this on line 65 and 66? Showed great. I can just enter it, write it in the next line if you want. Okay. So I'm going to say read more. But before you read more, I want that read more or explore more to be clickable. So if you want to add something clickable, then in this language, it's called A, small button. Can you see A? Press tab twice. Type A and press tab twice. Could you do that? So you will get this thing coming out, appearing at 67. Type A and press the tab key twice. Do you get this? A, H, hyperreference, href, and then the A tag closing. Are you getting this?
Yes.
Great, good. Okay, so now what I want to do is, I want to tell people, look, this is a clickable button, a clickable text, which is the A. And when you click, it's going to take you somewhere. So what I'm going to do is between these two inverted commas, could you type in the name of your PDF document? All right, what's my PDF document? I'm going to show you first. My PDF document, where is it? It's called strategy chart. Follow the exact name, is case sensitive. If you have a space in between, please add a space in between. All right, just follow exactly whatever it is there. So strategy chart is mine. Yours can be anything. All right. Okay. So I'm going to type here in this two. Let me do it first. In these two inverted commas in between, just type strategy chart. It's a big S T. All right. Strategy chart dot PDF. Remember, it's a PDF document. If it's a JPEG, JPG, then you put JPG. So mine is strategy chart dot PDF. Save it. Okay, could I give you about 30 seconds? And I'm going to stay in Baba's remembrance. Okay, now check your browser if there's any difference. I doubt you'll see anything different. Check and see whether it works.
Oh, okay.
It's not there. No, the document is there. It's just that you have not indicated the text to be clicked. Now let's go back. Now this is just a document, but now you have to indicate the text. Remember, the text is always white in color. So now after this, remember, after this strategy chart dot PDF inverted commas, the arrows close. In between those two arrows, I'm going to put my cursor there, mouse there, and I'm going to type read more, read more. Or you could type whatever, explore more, download. All right, read more. I'm going to type there. Let's put a small r maybe. I'm going to wait for you. So now this white text will be visible. All right, save it and see what happens. Careful, type the read more in between the two arrows. Okay, it has to be after the inverted commas. The closing arrow. Okay, it's in between the last A tag, the closing A tag. Okay, you getting it? I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait.
Now, Nandabai?
Yeah.
I guess it's the same principle here. We can't open this PDF document in a different page.
Correct. So if you want to open it in another page, please type target blank. Remember we did previously? You could do that. You better open it in a different tab, different page, correct. Okay, so now we have done that, following what Brother Santiago just said, I'm just going to add after the tag, after the closing inverted commas. Before the arrows, type target, tab, target, tab it, tab, press tab, and you get the inverted commas. Please put your underscore, and then you are telling the browser, open it in another blank page. Save it, please. All right, and see what happens. Does it work for you? Harinder says, yeah. Thank you, Sister Lata. Okay, good. So the text should become blue in color. Yeah, okay. So if you want to add some more dots, that's fine. So if you want it to be like sticking together, that's also fine. So if you click it, it's taking you into another PDF page. So therefore, they can download this. This is very useful for downloading flyers, brochures. Let's say you have got a program. So you have got a program. Where's it?
Could you just show exactly where you put the target blank?
Show it to you again. I'm going to show it.
In this.
Correct. So it's the A tag after the strategy chart .pdf after the inverted commas.
After the inverted.
Immediately after the inverted commas, type target and press tab. So I'm going to redo it. Okay. So I'm going to type target. It's already suggesting to you, yep, press the tab button, underscore blank. So that's how you add another page. All right, so let's save it. Let's go back, refresh, check whether it comes in another page. Yeah, it does. And then people can download. So very useful if you want people to download materials, brochures, anything they wish to download. Okay, so they can actually download this stuff here. Okay, is it working for you? Are you all right?
Yep. Very good.
Thank you. Hopefully, great. Okay. All right, maybe like Brother Sun, sorry.
I just have, sorry, this is a little bit unrelated, but when you were speaking about the responsive image, and you were saying the reason we choose the responsive image is because, you know, we want it to be responsive to different types of devices.
Yeah.
So like, but like, what if you wanted to choose, like there was another option that said image align, for instance, like there are different options. Is there a way to make it responsive without having to choose responsive image? So you have more options in terms of, you know, different styles of picture?
Actually, there are many ways of doing it. But since we are using Bootstrap, Bootstrap is an inbuilt system. So if we can just follow the Bootstrap code, it will save us a lot of typing. So if you want to have your own way of doing it, you could, but you need to have probably add lots of quotes. And there are many ways. You can actually test it out. If it works, it's good. But I'm using Bootstrap because Bootstrap is exactly created for the mobile devices. It's made for that. So it will somehow fit into any mobile device. So that is the reason I'm choosing it, but there are many ways to do it. You could try text align, you could. Maybe we will do it in one of this, okay? We will try it out. Okay, there are many ways, Sister Michelle. All right, okay.
Thank you.
Sure, okay, good. Now, so you've got this stuff, so we've got the read more here. Now I want to add a video. Do you have a video with you? So if you don't have, I'm going to, I'm going to like.
We downloaded Vaishali's video.
Yeah, please. Vaishali's, yeah. So that's good. Okay, let me see whether I have Vaishali's video.
I saw it. It was there in your downloads folder, I think.
It was there. Okay. So if you have a video, I'm going to wait for you. Could you just save it in your, Sister Vaishali is here. What's this? Okay. All right. So that's 30 seconds video. All right. Okay. So let's go back there. I'm going to just, okay. Here, I'm going to share it with you. All right. So I've just shared Vaishali's message in your Zoom chat. You could download that and then paste it. Paste it in your folder, please. Paste it in your folder. Could you do that first? Under the videos folder, inside the videos folder, please add Vaishali. Good. Don't need this. Okay. So I've got here Sister Vaishali, but the name is very long. So if you want to make it simple, if you want to make it short and sweet, I'm just going to call it Vaishali's message, VM. That's it. It's a video. Videos are MP4. So I'm just going to call it VM. You can call it anything you like. So I've got Vaishali's message in my folder. Okay. And now let's go back to my subline. I'm going to give you say 30 seconds for you to download the video or use any video you have, not too large for time being, maybe something short. Okay. Now those who have actually done it, you're waiting, just switch your mind to Baba just for a while. Let's stay in remembrance. Okay, good. Let's start. So now I'm in my column number 3. Column number 3. And I would like to paste a video here. Right? I'm going to paste a video here. Okay. So let's go back to our Bootstrap. Bootstrap. I'm going to Bootstrap first. Please watch. I'm going to say embed video, or just videos will do. Yeah. Embed video. Let's type. Let's see what happens. Embeds. And if you scroll down, that's a video. What is this? It's playing on the Bootstrap itself. But I don't like to link the website page to YouTube directly. You know why? Because when they click on the video on our website, it's going to divert them to YouTube. And when they go to YouTube, YouTube will start suggesting other stuffs, and they might forget our web page and they might go into YouTube. So I'd rather have all downloaded into Baba's server, and then they just watch there. All right, so now what you need to do is, these videos have many sizes. All right, they have different ratios. So the ratio we are using is 16:9. All right, depending on what ratio video you're using. Okay, they're 1:1, 4:3, but I'm going to choose just 16:9. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this, copy this whole code here. Just copy it. Okay, could you do that for me? I'm going to wait.
Nanda, which search did you do for the video?
Okay, let's do it again. Type videos. Does it work? No, don't type videos. You can put embed, E-M-B-E-D, embed videos. All right, let's type it in. Embeds, yeah, embeds. Is that how you mention it? Embeds, yeah. Yeah, okay.
So are you copying the code right under the first example video?
Yeah, that's right. The first video here. That's the one. I'm just going to copy it. Now, meanwhile, you have copied it? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Sister Lata has also posted it. But just to give a comment on it, Sister Leela was asking me a few days ago, I think it was yesterday. You see, sometimes when you click the video is not playing, but it's downloading. It could be because whoever built that, or if it's a ready-made stuff where you bought it, which is called content management system, sometimes they would have added another code saying download first instead of playing directly. So that has to be changed if you have that problem, okay? All right, so right now it's very clean. It's directly going to play on your web page. So I'm going to copy that thing. And then I'm going to go back to my Sublime and I'm going to paste it here. But before you paste, remember, let's put it into a container, just like how we actually did here. So, all right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my row 1, column number 1. Remember the container and the image together. Careful when you copy that. I want a container. I want a container, and inside that container, I want to place the video. Right? So before you actually paste the video, my mistake, sorry, my bad. Could you copy container and paste it here first? Could you copy a container first? All right, and paste it here. So do that first. So in column number 3, before I paste the video, I'm going to have a container first. Could you do that? All right, so I'm going to type it in. You can copy it. So I've got a division class container first. All right, good. I'm at number 75, line 75. Now, once you have done this container stuff, now go back to the embeds video, copy that video code, and paste it. And paste it inside the container. Could you do that? I'm going to wait. So I'm going to go back to embeds. I'm going to copy this video and I'm going to paste it inside a container. I'm going to paste it now and I'm going to wait. So that's what you've got. Okay, let's arrange it nicely. So Sister Maria is saying it does appear, but says the video has disappeared. Of course. So YouTube is blocking it or Google is blocking it because right now your web page is being done on the computer. It's not linked to Google, so Google can't read that stuff yet. So let's paste our own video. All right, let's paste our own video. All right. So I think Google is blocking it. I'm not sure. Probably it's thinking somebody's trying to attack from an external source. Okay. All right. So no worries about that. So, okay. So if you've got this code video now, everybody's okay, right? So go to the SRC, the source, right? Remove the HTTPS but just retain the 2 inverted commas. Just delete that YouTube's code. Maintain the 2 inverted open and close inverted commas.
Say that again, please.
Okay, again. So you have pasted the entire video code which you took from Bootstrap.
Right.
And so SRC, the source code, source, SRC means source. I'm going to delete YouTube's HTTPS www YouTube, but just retain the 2 inverted commas, open inverted and close inverted, retain that. Okay. Now inside this SRC, inside the inverted commas, let's place your video. So where is your video right now? It's in the videos. Follow the exact name of the file. It's under the videos slash. What's the name of your video again? Mine is VM. Is it VM? Let's check.
Yeah, VM.
Yeah, mine is VM. Okay. No, hang on. Yeah, mine is VM. I made it simple. Videos, VM. Yeah, VM.mp4. You follow your exact name, please. Exact name. All right. So I'm going to Sublime VM.mp4. Save it. That's it.
So Brother Nanda, if it does if you find that it's asking you to download it, it means that the word download is in that code somewhere.
Yeah, like example, look at this. Allow full screen. Can you see that? So if you say download first, somebody would have typed download first.
Okay.
So it could be that, but I'm not sure what system you're using. If it's a built-in, it's a ready-made kind of stuff. So only they know. Most CMS, content management system that they sell out there may not be using Bootstrap because they want to copyright or protect their own. So they might have different stuffs. They will not allow others to meddle with their codes. So you have to contact them if you have such problems. All right, I'm going to save this stuff. Okay, and let's go back to our Bootstrap, not Bootstrap lesson. And I'm going to click, I've got this. Good. I'm getting this stuff. So I've got these three things here. You see that? I've got these three things. I've got an image. I've got some article, something to read here, downloadable PDF, and I've got a video. Let's try whether it works.
Headquarters is in London.
It works.
It's my fortune that first time.
Let's say you want to download, then you click the three dots. There's no download here. So we are not allowing people to download here, but we can add that later on if you want it. Okay.
Brother Nanda,
yeah.
Would you mind if we just see your code again? I just want to see where I went wrong.
Sure. All right. You want me to redo it? You probably deleted the inverted commas, did you?
No, I have src equals, and then we have the inverted comma. I typed in videos /vm.mp4. That's the title of the video. That's what I saved.
Hang on. Is your video also called VM?
Yes, it's also called VM.
You have changed the name to VM?
I did.
All right. I'm not sure, but recheck your name. Maybe you have a space in between at the front. That means what I mean. You see, sometimes when you type, you could have, created a space in between. So it's reading that also. It could be. So my suggestion, rewrite the name or create the name. Sorry, it could be.
Thank you.
It could be, yes. All right.
And Brother Nanda, mine's black, like it came in, but it's just black. It's not having an image, like it's not actually working.
Okay, which means you have either saved the video in the wrong folder, it's not reading the folder. You have to put it in the right folder, which is today's folder. It could be that, or the name is not the exact name, something went wrong. So it's reading from the wrong place. So recheck your folder, is that the right folder?
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Another question, Brother Nanda. If they say href and then the video's there instead of src, would it download instead of playing?
Yeah, right. It could. It could. Href means it's going to take you to another page. Href means it's going to take you to another page. It could also download. Yeah, href means it's a link when you it's going to sorry, where's your href again, Sister Kiran?
Where that video is on the one link, it says href. And so I was just wondering, I mean, where it says source, it says it's in the document folder.
Okay. All right, so ours is a source because we are actually taking it from our own folder. But I think they have, if you're using the CMS system, they have made it href.
Actually, I think maybe it's just maybe in the wrong folder in the wrong place.
It could be. It could
Different place it might work. I'll check it later. Never mind.
Yeah,
But thank you.
It could be. Okay, good. All right. So, okay, need to check that. Okay, good. So I've got this stuff. So
Time in our organization, I am the first one who has landed in.
okay, so sometimes the moment you're on, when you go to your web page, it might start playing automatically. So that could be a setting in your computer. Let me check on that. I will let you know. Okay, if it plays automatically, we need to add another code. All right, now the purpose right now, let's stop at this point for this page. But today's lesson is more on linking this and this and this pricing and drop down link. That's what I wanted to show you. All right. Okay. So I'm assuming that you have got this. Okay. I'm assuming you have got this. Everybody's okay? Good.
Yeah.
All right. Now let's go and learn how to link multiple pages. All right. So I'm going to go back to my, let's say. Yes, please.
Sorry, my things are going from top to bottom, not from the side, from left to right. There
Okay.
a reason. I know I've done something, but I just.
Yeah, you probably pasted at the wrong place or the divs. So it's always best to be organized or create some space in between. No worries, you can redo it on the second row. All right, retry it, okay, or hide it later, but don't worry. Now I'm going to bring you to another page where we'll actually repeat this process. Okay, now watch this, what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to my, okay, now this is my Nav Bar, right, my Nav Bar, and I've got Nav Bar codes, right? Please watch this. I've got my home page. And I've got my, let's say, classes. I'm going to type in classes. Okay, you could do the same. And let's type bookstore. Okay, and maybe one more retreats. Okay, retreats. Yeah, fine. Retreats. Okay, so I'm just put some name in, and let's save it. So I've just put classes, bookstore, retreat, whatever you like, whatever you like. Okay, I just need to show you this technique. Okay, you okay? Good. Can, right? Okay, good, you've done. Good, okay, now let me show you. I'm going to take you back here to my page on this. Okay, now good. Can you see this is my index? Sublime index. The index is always known as the home page, the home. So when you click home, it is going to take you to an index page. So which means at this home page, can you see? Because when people click this home button, it must take them to the index, the main page. So at the home, could you please remove the hashtag, go slow, and type index.html. Save it, please. Okay. Okay. 10. All right. So now at this classes, I want to create another page. Index.html is the home page, the front page. But if you click, it should bring me to many other pages, right? One of those pages is the classes page. So I'm going to create another sublime. I've not created. I'm going to create another sublime, and I'm going to call it class or classes.html. So I'm going to delete the hashtag. and classes dot HTML. So I'm creating multiple pages, right? Instead of just home page, now I've got classes.html. Please do the same for bookstore. Let's have all small letters for time being. Bookstore.html. And remember that you must type it at the hashtag, not somewhere else. Okay. And the retreats. I'm at number 36, number 37. I see the href, the hashtag is to be removed. Delete that stuff and let's put retreat.html. Okay. All right. Save everything, please. And just check your browser whether it changes. Yeah, mine has changed into home, classes, bookstore, retreats. Now try clicking home page, nothing happens. Try clicking classes, nothing happens. It says file could not be accessed. Is that what you get? A file could not be accessed. Try clicking bookstore. File could not be accessed because there's no file. Save retreat. Okay, but there's nothing here. There's nothing here. Okay. So right now, if I click classes, it should take me to the page on classes, right? Okay. All right. Okay, good. Let's go on to that. So now what I'm going to do. Okay. So you've got this home, classes, bookstore, retreats, whatsoever. Now let's go back to my folder. How many files do we need? I need classes, bookstore, and retreats. Three more files I need. Classes, bookstore, retreat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the index, right click, copy it, and paste it 3 times, please. Paste it 3 times under here. Just paste again. I've pasted 3 times. Copy 2, copy 1, copy 2, copy 3. I've got 3. So altogether, I've got 4 indexes. Please rename each one as classes.html, bookstore.html, and retreat.html, exact spelling, exact letters, capital, or whatever you have done. All right, so I'm going to rename it. If you're following me, you can try. You can start doing. I'm going to wait. Okay, I'm going to do classes.html. That's my first. Second, I'm going to, it doesn't matter which you rename. Okay, let's rename it. I'm going to call it, what is that? Bookstore. Bookstore.html. So I'm creating another page. So this is how you create another page on the website, which links to each other. And I'm going to rename this as a retreat.html. Save it. Okay. All right, good. Now, let's try, go back. So once you have done all this, make sure the spelling is exactly the same. Oh, I made a mistake. Sorry. I made a mistake. Because it's already an HTML document. So therefore, you don't have to have this .html. I'm sorry. Let's read. You don't have to have this HTML behind the bookstore because it's already an HTML document. So delete the HTML. I'm sorry. It's just a bit. So just have it as bookstore, classes, and retreat. Okay, that's good enough. Okay. So, the HTML is only placed in when you are saving it from the Sublime. Right now it's already in HTML. Okay, great. So
in Sublime, does it have to be changed too?
no, it's automatic. So you can actually see it here. If you go bookstore towards the right, Chrome HTML, it's already saying it's HTML. So you don't have to type HTML here. Okay, right? So it's automatic. So how do you, okay, now let's go back to our, okay, web page, refresh, good. So just now when I click on classes, nothing appeared. It says no file. Now I'm going to click classes and the same thing appears, right? So, okay, now I'm going to change the classes page. Right now I'm in the home page, but unfortunately, because we copied and pasted the same thing, they all look the same, no matter which you click. Okay, so now I'm going to make modifications to the classes page. Okay, all right, good. Now what you do is go back to your Sublime. Okay.
Sorry, could you show your folder one more time? I think we named things
This
wrong.
is my folder.
Oh,
So
you don't have index.
Index is here. Make sure you have an index because index is the home page.
Yeah.
And then you should have a retreat classes bookstore.
Okay, so it didn't copy.
You need to have 4. You need to copy and paste 3 times. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to show you how to open this. Okay. You can open it by right click and say open with. That's one way of doing it. Open with, and then you can choose your Sublime or watch. Have your Sublime minimized like this. Click on bookstore maybe, and just click on bookstore and just drag it in. So you see the bookstore page is open up here. The index page right by the side. Could you do that for me? So I've got 2 files opened in my Sublime. I'm going to do that again. All right, I'm going to do that again. I've got my Sublime right beside. And I'm just going to open my bookstore page. There's 2 ways to open it. Either you right click and say open with whichever, open with Sublime or whatever, right? Or you can go to Sublime and say, please open something, go to or open file, that's also possible. If you want to open in that manner, or you can just drag the bookstore and place it in the Sublime. Bookstore opens. Okay, whichever way. You're able to do that? Okay. Good. Now, let's make modifications to bookstore. Everybody's okay? Good. Now, remember, the index file and the bookstore file is the same. Let me just take another 5 minutes, if you don't mind. 5-10 minutes. Okay. Just want to get this right today. Now, I'm going to make modifications to the bookstore, all right? So how? I just want to change the image. Remember the image here? This image. I want to change this image, BG1, put some other thing, maybe flower or something in the bookstore page. All right, so make sure you are in the bookstore page, not the index page, in the Sublime. So in the Sublime, at the top, you'll see index and bookstore. Can you see that? Click on the bookstore. I'm going to wait. Click on the bookstore, open bookstore first, scroll down and locate where the image BG1, was it BG1? Yeah, locate BG1. Mine is at 60. Yeah. Is it okay? All right. Mine is at 61. Could you change it into another image? Just choose any other image you like. What image you like? Let's say I put flower 1. Do you have flower 1 with you? No, it's too big. Or flower 2, it's too big also. Garden 1, all these are too big, but yeah, you could. Or Peace Village, do you have Peace Village, BG? Yeah, let's put Peace Village, BG. So anything you like. So let's put Peace Village, BG. Okay, I'm going to save it. So under my bookstore, I have added Peace Village image. Yes. Okay. And right? Okay. Okay, good. So let's go back here. So I'm going to go back to my, so I've now typed in Peace Village bg.jpg, right? So is
Where
that
are
the
you
exact
putting
name?
this?
Yep. Okay, let's go back. So refresh. That's my home page. Home page has got this yogi, subtle yogi background. Let's click bookstore. I've gone into another page. Peace Village is here. Now click back home. I'm getting back this page. If you click back bookstore, you should get back this. So you are now hopping between multiple pages. Okay, so that's what people do. They go here and then, okay, what's in the bookstore? Let's take a look. Okay, so now you have got books coming up here. So this is another page. Now, could you do that for me under the classes? Let's try one more, right? Let's try classes. What I want you to do in classes is remove the first row or hide the first row. Hide the first row in the class page, all right? So I'm going to go back to my subline. I'm going to go back to my subline. I've got index page open. I've got bookstore page open. I want to open classes. So what I do, I just drag the classes and place it here, or you can use another method. So if you see my subline, I've got 3 files: index, bookstore, and classes. So click on the classes. And your task is to remove or hide the first row. Could we do that? I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to wait for you. And where is my first row? Yeah. So end of row 1 and start of row 1. You can delete or just hide it. Okay, so start from the div, not from that line. Start, highlight from the div, go down. Where is it? Just go down. Okay. All right. So mine is from, you can make your screen smaller if the quotes are too big. All right. And then mine is from 54 up to 85. I'm just going to hide that. How do you hide that? Control/. Done. All right. So this is my classes.html. Is that okay for you? All right, good. So save it, please. Save it, please. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. Those who have done, please check. Click and hop in between the home and the class and the bookstore. Is there any changes? Please save it, please. Save it first. How did I hide that? Okay, I'm going to undo that stuff and okay. So which codes do you want to hide? So mine is row 1, right? Okay, so start from below this line. Let me make it bigger. So this line, don't hide this line, it will show error. So start from the div 54, and let's make it a bit smaller. So I'm going to hide until 85. So highlight 54 to 85. And then press Control/. You have hide it away, or you can delete that because this is a bookstore. Yeah, I'll probably just delete that if you want. Okay, just save it. Okay, so let's check. Okay, let me go back to my home, refresh. So this is my home page. If you click on classes, can you see it's a different page? It's totally different information here. If you click on bookstore, then you have Peace Village coming up. If you have home, then something else comes. All right, so this is what you should try to do. So, okay, so in this week's lesson, I've taught you to navigate between pages. I've also taught you how to click on the PDF to another blank site. So your work now is you could now add a few more stuffs under the bookstore. If you could add few more images, some text, just repeat this whole process. If you could, if you have the time. And you could add some other stuffs into this and see whether it works. And you could also, this retreat doesn't work for now because it's got this stuff. What you could also do is you could add one more, like bookstore here, another page, if you want to, all right? Okay, so now let's take a look, inspect. I've got my, what do you call, responsive images coming up here like this, but still it's not aligned properly. We will have to align this properly. Okay, so it comes out one by one column, another column, another column. You have to do some fine tuning. All right, so that's how it's going to appear in a phone. Okay, all right. Okay, let me close this thing. Let me go back. Okay.
I have a question, brother.
Yes, Mr. Demet, yeah.
We embedded video, but how can embed it an audio file?
What do you mean? You mean to say you want to embed an audio file?
Yes.
Instead of a video? Is that what you're saying?
Not video. Instead of video, how we can embed an audio file?
Okay, all right. Let me just check. I'm going back to my Bootstrap.
I search audio, but I couldn't. Audio.
Let's try, because sometimes you may not have it there. Embed videos, audio may have a different code. Okay, let me just check. If it's not there, I'll get you the code in the next class. It could be hiding somewhere else. Okay, I'll get it for you. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
and okay, good. Okay, I think it should be somewhere here. Okay, probably we are not getting the right name. No, maybe it's iframe. Okay, I'm not sure. Okay, forget it. I'm not going to waste your time now. All right, good. All right, could I just have 5 more minutes? Is it possible, Brother Santiago, Brother Sister Kiran? 5 more minutes? Is it okay?
Fine with me.
Okay, good. Because I want to show you this one stuff. Then next week we can actually do all the manipulation if you know the basics. All right, good. Now look in this. Look into this. Type in the Bootstrap slide, please. Slides. Now, sometimes you want to have a slideshow in your web page. Can you see? You want a slide running. Like example, see, you have first slide, second slide, because then you might have a gallery. See, you don't want too many pictures. You might just want to have a gallery and people like click, oh, this is a book. Okay, next one, it gives you some information, another information. It could also be a program, but the program has got, it's uploaded in a PowerPoint slide. Or maybe it's a lecture slide of some courses. So this is useful for you, all right? So I'm going to paste this. I'm going to paste this in the classes of my Sublime, all right? Okay, so I'm now in my Sublime and I'm in now my classes. Can you see that? Okay. So let's make this big. So what I'm going to do is I am now going to go to row number 1. Okay, I'm now in my classes column, classes. Okay, yeah, right. This is classes, right? Row number 1. I am going to unhide or bring it back. That means I'm going to have this row. I'm going to, okay, let me just delete row number 1. Okay, I'm going to delete row number 1. Okay, so I've just deleted row number 1 in classes. Okay.
We should do this.
Sorry?
We should follow you.
Yeah, you could. Okay, you could. Yeah, please follow. I've just deleted row number 1. Could you do that for me? And could you add a container? Could you add a container? You know how to add a container, right? So once you have deleted, please copy. Let's have a container again. Let's always use a container, makes life easy. Okay, so let's choose an ordinary container, not a fluid. Just copy it. You know how to do this. Let's paste it at row number 1. All right, are you getting it? Now for those, I'm going to wait, but for those who have done it, I'm going to make this bigger. Okay. For those who have done it, could you please paste at this position here, the slides code, all right? So I'm going to delete this and create some space here, right? And I'm going to go back to my Bootstrap to get my slides. All right, so I am going to go to my slides in the Bootstrap. I'm going to wait for you, slides, type slides. Scroll down and look for, do you want automatically moving slides? Then you choose the first one. If you want something with controls like clickable arrows, you choose the second one. I'm going to choose the second one for time being. All right, clickable controls. All right, copy. Let's copy it. All right, good. Now let's copy the slides and paste it inside the container. There's lots of stuffs. Okay. Now I'm just using a container. I'm not using a group. Okay.
I think I lost my.
Again, I'm going to do it again. All right, I've got a container. Copy the slides code and paste it into the container. I'm pasting it at 56. 56. Done. Save it. Take a look what you see in the browser. It's under classes, right? Make sure you go to classes, not home. Home is here. Classes. But unfortunately, you don't see anything, right? That's because we have not inserted the image. You have not inserted the image. So it is there. You can see an image here. You can see an image here. Small, tiny thing says missing image. So now let's go back to our Sublime. Are you getting this? Are you getting a missing image under classes?
Yes.
If you click bookstore, bookstore is here. If you click home, home is here, but the classes gone missing. Good. Okay, so now let's go back. Can you fill in the SRC with some images, please? Could you do that for me? Any image, images, but go slow. Images / what would you like? BG1, is it BG1? Okay. What else you have? .jpeg, please. .jpeg, JPG. What else we have? Images / what do I have? Garden one, flower. Okay, put in whatever you like. I'm going to show flower one, JPG. You may not have flower one. And I'm also going to put flower 2. You have flower 2 or flower 2A, whichever you have. Images. All right, that's my images / flower 2, yeah. Flower 1. Flower 2, fine. But flower 2 is very big image. Careful when you type. Make sure, is there a space between the one, the flower and the one? Make sure, don't put space if it's not there. Then you will not get the image. All right, I've got this. So I'm going to save it. So mine is flower 1, BG1, flower 2. Make sure the name is exactly the same with if there's space and so on, etc. Save it and check whether your slide appears. Classes, click on classes. I've got my first page here, but it's too big. Do you see an arrow? Click on the arrow. There. Click on the arrow. Yeah, it's too big because the size is too big and I did not put it in a grid box. I just placed it in a container. Get it? Okay. Are you getting this stuff? But it's too huge. It's too huge, right? Okay. You okay? You getting the slides? Yeah, big ones. Now, all right, let's spend let's 2 more minutes or 3 more minutes, just let you know how to make it smaller, right? Okay. Can? All right. So now copy this thing, copy this, whatever you just pasted now. Remember here, I'm at 54. All right, I'm going to paste this slide thing. I'm going to place this slide thing into one of these columns here. Remember, we have row number 2, column number 2. All right, column number 2, row number 2, column number 2. I'm going to place it in row number 2 in one of these columns. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the entire slide of row number 1. Okay. Copy it. I'm going to wait for you. Copy the entire code of row number 1. And could you place it in one of these columns, one of these 5 columns, all right? One of these, how many columns? 4 columns? Yeah. Could you just place it in one of them? Any one of them. Okay. I'm going to place it in my second column. So I'm going to delete this thing and just paste it there. I'm going to paste it there. All right, I'm going to paste it there. Can I do that? Okay, I will do, and then you see. Paste it, save it. Okay, that's it, done. Could you do that for me and see what happens? Okay. Now, once you have done that, we don't need the first huge slide anymore. So you can remove it if you want to, and we just maintain it at. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my subline. Now that you have pasted, you don't need the first row anymore. All right, so I'm just going to delete the entire, I'm going to delete the entire row number 1 from start of row 1, which is at 52. I don't need that anymore. To the end of row 1, which is at 79, I'm going to delete that. I'm just going to have row 2 only row 2. All right, and so I'm just going to delete the entire row number 1 up to number 52, line 52, just delete. All right, I've just got row number 2. Save it, please. Is it happening for you? I've got this coming up and I can click. Yeah. So this is a smaller slide. So I'm just showing you how you can control the size. So if you want slightly bigger, then you just have 2 columns. Right now, because we have 4 columns, so the slide has become smaller. Okay, does that work for you? All right, okay.
It's not going to an image in my second slide or my third slide. It's just going to little dots.
If you click on it, does it move?
No.
Okay, All right. Okay. No worries. Okay. You probably need to delete this entire thing and maybe paste it again. Copy a new slide code from the Bootstrap and paste it again. All right. You could do that. Okay. So my suggestion, if it doesn't work, all right, put in a container in one of your columns and paste it again. Try that. Okay, so that's how it is. Anyway, I'm just showing it to you today. We are not going to go into this slide thing detail because that comes under manipulation. But I'm just telling you, look, you have many options. And I'm letting you know that, look, you can have a video, you can have a slide, you can have downloadable PDF. Make it like, you know, when people come to your website, they're like, wow, I've got so many things I can actually get from here. So that makes it very interesting for them to read. And people don't want to navigate too much. They just want to see it. It's all there, I can see it. So that kind of feeling is what gets them to stick to, you know, onto your web page. So that's what I'm trying to say right from the start. You need to have like a visualize. How would you like it to be? But you probably need to brainstorm with your team, okay? So we have a picture, this and this. So what you can do for this homework stuff or whatever, for practice purpose, add a few more picture here, one picture, two picture, and then maybe another video, some text. Try it out. And then at the bottom, you can have all small pictures with some text if you want, all right? So same, you can add a bigger slide, okay? Inside the grid. And bookstore, this is the bookstore. Okay, so right now we know what we have, what we can put up on the web page, and how we can link each page. You see, each page can be linked, and you can also link it to a document. All right, so this is what we just saw today. All right, great. So I'm going to stop sharing. Okay, good. All right. Is there any question? I've taken an extra 20 over minutes. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. Anything you would like to ask me? If not, next week, we will try to make the whole thing perfect. If any of you have got a design you want to make, you can just draw it up. You can just draw it up. You know, you can just sketch it up and then just, what do you call, if you don't have my WhatsApp number, please WhatsApp to me if you want to. I'm just putting it in the chat. All right. Sorry, that's wrong. I typed it wrongly. Okay, all right. So that's my number, the second one. Please WhatsApp to me if you have any question, or paste your code on a Word document and WhatsApp it to me. That's also fine. Okay. All right. Do you have any other questions?
Brother, sometimes even before Brother Santiago is able to send the copy of this class, it pops up on YouTube. Is there a YouTube? Does it?
There's a channel.
Yeah. How would I access it? What's the name of it? Or
sorry, the link is given to Brother Santiago, the YouTube link, and probably you're watching it in the YouTube, are you not?
Yeah, but I mean, it's just coming up on YouTube even before Brother Santiago has a chance to send it. I'm finding it on YouTube. Oh,
okay. That's because I've loaded it first. So you could actually go to the YouTube directly. Sister Kiran, what's the exact name of it?
I have to go back and look. But if you see the video down below that, it shows you what the name of the channel is.
Okay, all right, so that works. And then just go, there's just session 5 or 4 or whatever. Sure.
Yeah, they're all there.
Thank you.
All right. Anyway, if you need it urgently, you can always WhatsApp me directly and I can send you the link. All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. I did not have Baba's song in between. I'm sorry. So I you just stayed in remembrance on your own. All right, so I'm going to just share my screen. Let's have a few minutes of Baba's remembrance. Okay.
They say that the people here are magic. They say that the people here have magic in their eyes. Look into their eyes and you'll see a brand new world shining in the distance. They say that the people here are magic. They say that the people here have magic in their hearts. Look into their hearts and you'll see the light of love shining. There's a word that the people say here, a word that reminds you of some distant time ago, a time many years ago when magic was a way of life.
Okay, Om Shanti. So, any other questions? Let me know. If not, I shall see you next week again. All right, I will upload the video and pass the link to Brother Santiago. Okay, thank you.
Shanti, brother,
Thank you. See you then. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, Om
Thank you,
Shanti.
brother. Thank you,
Okay.
Santi.
Shanti.
Okay, bye-bye. I'll end it here. Thank you. You asked me how to change the browser.